Hey folks, welcome to another day, another unboxing. This is the Nokia 7.2. It was launched at IFA. I wasn't there, but Nokia sent me a device. This is a affordable photography-centric device, which is great. We're looking at about $350 for this phone. It's the successor to the Nokia 7.1, which was a really great little phone last year, a very premium mid-range phone. So I wanted to unbox this for you and let's check it out together, okay? This is the box. You can see here Android 1, Nokia 7.2. You can see there's going to be a bit of a chin, but mostly very little bezel. Nokia 7.2, there's some IMEIs on the back. And there you go, here's some specs. So it's got a pure display with Pixelworks, whatever that means. 6.3 inch, 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio. Not sure if it's IPS or OLED, but I'm pretty sure it's an IPS. You got HDR video, you got Zeiss optics, triple camera system, and then a special dedicated Google Assistant button and a Snapdragon 660. So let's open this up, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. Here you go. Nothing in the box, lid of the box. So got the phone right here. See, please talk to the Google Assistant with a dedicated button. So let's have a look at that in a minute. Let's continue. We got a divider here with the SIM removal tool and a Nokia getting started manual, which I think unfolds in some kind of weird way. So let's find out. There you go. You can see what this phone's all about. Supports micro SD. Nice. So there you go. Dual SIM with micro SD. Cool. And then we've got a warranty and safety stuff. Who cares? Here's another box with presumably some accessories. Let's have a quick look at it. Wow, you get a headset. So Nokia branded USB Type A charger. Here are some specs for you. Then we've got earbuds with a 3.5 millimeter connector. So that means this has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And then we've got a USB Type A to Type C. You can see the Type C there to Type A cable. So that's it in the box. Let's check out the phone, shall we? Ooh, Nokia. Nice. Let's see if I can slide this out of its little prison cell here. There we are. Nice. So again, this is an interesting trend. We're seeing this more and more where the phone's chassis is made out of some strong high quality polycarbonate instead of matte aluminum or an anodized aluminum. You can tell because there's no antenna bands, right? And so last year's Nokia 7.1 was made of aluminum and glass. So this is a bit of a step down, but again, it saves on cost and really doesn't make that big of a difference. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this back panel is made of, but it does feel cold to touch. So I think this might be a glass that's frosted, matte colored glass. Certainly feels like it. Here's that crazy camera system, fingerprint reader in the back. So because it's an IPS panel, I can't have an in-display fingerprint reader. So let me walk you through the edges. On the top edge, you have a headphone jack, a secondary microphone. On the left side, you got the SIM slot and a micro SD card slot. You got that Google Assistant button. On the bottom, you have a primary mic, USB Type-C, and a mono speaker. I'm pretty sure this is mono. And then you have on the right-hand side, power lock key, volume rocker. No ridges here or anything. There's a tiny little indent on that power lock key. I'm not sure if you can see, but yeah. Then we have a camera pod that looks like it's got a metal rim with 3 lenses and a dual color, dual LED flash. Looks like. Maybe dual LED, I'm not sure, but dual color. Let's turn it on and see what that display looks like, shall we? Ooh, nice. That's pretty good. There's a lot of bezel though. This is about the same as a Moto G7 here. You got quite a bit of a forehead, definitely a chin because it's got a Nokia logo. And then you've got a bit of bezel on the edges here as well. So yeah, that's not quite as premium, but again, 350. Of course, the Nokia sound. And you can see there's a teardrop notch here, and there's an earpiece right above it, a slit. So, oh, this is an English United Kingdom. Let's see if we can... we do have other choices. English, United States. Let's do that. Perfect. All right, so I'm not going to set it up because, you know, there's nothing to show you once it's set up in terms of like pop-up cameras or anything wild like that. You get an idea what the display looks like. Very bright, has pretty good viewing angles, looks pretty nice. Again, a lot of bezel though. So that's it. In terms of specs, as you know, this is a 6.3-inch display. It's 1080p, and it has 4 gigs of RAM or 64 gigs of storage, 6 gigs of RAM or 64 gigs of storage, and 6 gigs of RAM or 128 gigs of storage. I'm not sure which version I have, but these are the options you have in terms of RAM and storage with that Snapdragon 660. And then you've got a battery that's 3,500 milliamps. So nothing too crazy. I mean, compared to some of the phones you can buy for $350, this doesn't seem that impressive on paper. But again, it's all about the software and the execution. This is Android 1. The software update should be coming quickly. It's a pure version of Android. So, you know, maybe that's worth it. But $350 buys you a Xiaomi Mi 9T Pro, and that is quite a bit of a better phone for the money. So, you know, I don't want to knock it until I play with it a little bit. Plus, Zeiss lenses and cameras. So let's talk about these cameras, actually. So we've got 3 cameras on the back that are important. There's a 48 megapixel. Pretty sure that's the Sony camera with an f/1.8 lens. It's got the 0.8 micron pixels that get binned together 4 into 1 to make a 1.6 micron array at 12 megapixels. So even though it says 48, yes, you can shoot at that, but usually it outputs 12 megapixels for better low light performance, and, you know, uses a quad Bayer filter, basically binning the pixels together. That's pretty popular and common nowadays. It means it's going to hopefully take some pretty decent photos. Then there's an ultra wide camera, 8 megapixel f/2.2. And finally, there's a 5 megapixel depth sensor. That's the camera system. So the claim to fame this phone at LIFA was that Zeiss has optimized particularly portrait mode and bokeh and stuff. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. This is the Nokia 7.2. This is a pretty nice mid-range phone with an interesting camera system. And so I'll let you know what I find out when I play with this some more. For that, you'll have to listen to the podcast, mobiletechpodcast.com. Please subscribe. We're on all the platforms, Apple, Google, Pocket Cast, Overcast, Spotify, TuneIn Radio. So you'll be able to subscribe really easily at mobiletechpodcast.com. And please subscribe to this channel, like this video, tell your friends, comment below, ask me what you need to ask. And finally, of course, click that little bell icon to get notified when I make new videos, okay? That's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for more unboxing videos soon. Cheers, everybody.